The throne room of the celestial dominion stretched impossibly high, its walls carved from crystalline stone that pulsed with bioluminescent veins. Mara Thorne stood in chains at the center of the chamber, her boots scraping against polished obsidian as guards dragged her forward. Her heart hammered against her ribs, but she kept her face blank, a skill she'd learned in the colony wars when showing fear meant death. Queen Serapha reclined on her throne of twisted metal and bone, her forearms draped elegantly across the armrests. The alien monarch's skin shimmered like oil on water, colors shifting with each calculated breath. Her eyes, all 6 of them, fixed on Mara with the cold curiosity of a scientist examining an insect. "Bring them in," Serapha commanded, her voice like wind through broken glass. 2 figures stumbled into the chamber, held upright by towering guards. Mara's breath caught. Her sisters, Lena and Kira. They'd been beaten, their uniforms torn, faces bruised purple and yellow. But they were alive. Lena, the older of the 2, met Mara's gaze with defiant fire. Kira, barely 19, trembled like a leaf in a storm. "You understand the crime, human?" Serapha leaned forward, her multiple pupils dilating with what might have been amusement. "Your ship violated our sacred boundary. Your crew trespassed on holy ground. Under Dominion law, the penalty is extinction." "We were running from pirates," Mara said through gritted teeth. "Our navigation system failed. It was an accident." "Accidents are not exempt from consequence." Serapha's lips curved into something approximating a smile. "However, I am not without mercy." She spoke the word like it was foreign to her tongue. "You humans fascinate me. Your primitive emotional bonds. Your illogical attachment to genetic relatives." The queen rose from her throne, descending the steps with predatory grace. Her robes whispered across stone like 1,000 dying breaths. "I will offer you a choice, Mara Thorne. A test of your humanity." Serapha gestured toward the 2 sisters. "Select one. She will live, return to your pathetic colony, and tell the tale of Dominion justice. The other will be executed, here, now, before your eyes." The chamber fell silent except for Kira's muffled sob. "No," Mara said. The word came out stronger than she felt. "No. Kill me instead. Let them both go." "Predictable." Serapha waved a dismissive hand. "But unacceptable. This is not about you, human. This is about demonstrating the cost of trespass. About teaching your species that our borders are written in blood." She circled Mara like a shark. "Choose, or I execute them both while you watch, then feed you to the void." Lena's voice cut through the tension. "Mara, don't." "Silence." A guard struck Lena across the face. Blood sprayed from her lip. Mara's mind raced. There had to be a way out, some loophole, some gambit. But she'd seen Dominion justice before. She'd watched entire colony ships vented into space for minor infractions. Serapha wasn't bluffing. "Your human emotions betray you," the queen observed, studying Mara's face. "Already I see the calculations, the desperate weighing of lives. This is why your species will never transcend. You are slaves to sentiment. And you're a slave to cruelty," Mara shot back. "You call this justice? This is sadism with a crown." Serapha's eyes flashed with something dangerous. "Careful, human. I can make this choice much more painful for you." Mara looked at her sisters. Lena, who'd taught her to fire a rifle, who'd carried her through ash storms on New Perth when she was 6. Kira, brilliant and fragile, who composed music on synthesizers made from salvaged ship parts. Who still had nightmares and crawled into Mara's bunk for comfort? How could she choose? How could anyone choose? "You have 10 seconds, Serapha announced. 10, 9. "There's no right answer," Mara whispered. 8, 7. Kira was crying openly now, her whole body shaking. Lena stood rigid, jaw set, eyes burning into Mara's soul with a message. "Don't you dare sacrifice yourself for us." 6, 5. Mara's hands balled into fists. Every fiber of her being screamed against this, against the injustice, against the cruelty masquerading as law. 4, 3. And then in that crystallizing moment, Mara understood something. Serapha wanted submission. She wanted to break the human spirit, to prove that for all their talk of bonds and loyalty, humans were just animals when pressed. 2. Neither, Mara said clearly. The countdown stopped. Serapha's expression shifted, surprise, then intrigue. Explain. You want me to choose because it destroys me, because it proves your superiority. Mara stepped forward, chains rattling. But I refuse. You want blood? Take mine. You want a demonstration? Show the galaxy what the Dominion really is, cowards who torture prisoners and call it justice. You dare. I dare. Mara's voice rang through the chamber. Kill us all. Go ahead, but you won't get what you really want. You won't break us. And when word spreads, and it will, everyone will know. The mighty Dominion, so afraid of 3 humans that they had to murder them in chains. Silence stretched like a wire about to snap. Then Serapha laughed. It was a horrible sound, like metal scraping stone. Fascinating, truly fascinating. She circled back to her throne, settling into it with unsettling grace. You would rather die together than betray each other. How? Human. She waved a hand. Release them. All 3. Mara blinked. What? You misunderstand the purpose of this test, Marathorn. Serapha's smile widened. I did not want you to choose. I wanted to see if you would choose. If you would sacrifice your integrity for survival. She leaned back. Your species confuses us. You are weak, chaotic, illogical. Yet you persist. You survive. I wanted to know why. And now you know? Mara's voice was hoarse. Now I know that you are dangerous precisely because you are illogical. Because you will choose death over betrayal, self-destruction over submission. Serapha's eyes gleamed. The Dominion will remember this. Go. Return to your colonies. And remember that mercy, too, can be a weapon. As guards removed their chains, as Mara wrapped her arms around both her sisters, she met the Queen's gaze one final time. Perhaps humanity's greatest weapon wasn't strength or technology. Perhaps it was simply this, the refusal to become what monsters expected them to be. They left the throne room together, bloodied but unbroken. Behind them, Queen Serapha watched with something almost like respect. Almost.